All right, here we go. We are live. It is session 90. 10 sessions away from triple digits. And last time we played, you guys have kind of scouted the area a little bit, found some sinkholes, I think you found some wood, and met a trader who was going down the coast in a little boat and sold Caldy some probably not at all cursed bottles with tiny little voices inside them. Probably not cursed.
Probably not.
Oh yeah.
Definitely
Definitely
very lucky. You can tell by all the fingers he still has.
Classic code. Classic Cody.
But other than that, though, I mean, there was the part where Tresius antagonized the nature spirit and it knocked him unconscious, and all that sort of stuff. But other than that, your stay here on the coast has been relatively peaceful. The elves, the elven rubies, are still not talking to you. They seem to be in a little bit of a snit following the killing of the Red Runners, who are basically the Elvish Special Forces. They seem to have taken offense at that, and attempts to talk to them or entreat with them have been met with just a cold, stony silence. And as a result, none of the ruby-powered artifacts that you've collected are functioning. The scepter isn't working. The crown isn't working. Brieth isn't working. None of the items are functional at this moment in time. But it is nighttime, and we'll turn it over to you guys to decide what you would like to do.
They're all jerks anyway. Build my own crown with blackjack and hookers.
You'll start making goblin gems. That's the plan.
That's it. They're a lot better than those stupid elf gems anyway. At least they'll have a bit of personality. Bet they'd go to a party.
Ah, right now there's no reason to cry over spilled milk. They don't want to talk. They don't want to talk. Nothing we can do about it today. We were trying to get our schedule back in order.
Yep, I think currently, looking at the characters, it looks like currently everybody is okay health wise. It's just a matter of getting through the night and then heading on in the morning.
Oh yeah, and then we can find some blackjack and hookers for Colby.
Yeah. We're talking.
Who's promising blackjack and hookers?
Colby wanted to make new magic stone with blackjack and hooker. I'm not sure I'm following, but
Caldy's been wanting a pimp hat since he started. If you look at my original design, he had a pimp hat.
right now we have one magic shoe, so we're getting closer.
What do you think these gems do? Or these potions do? They're talkative.
Don't
I
think
take
they're
one and I just
potions.
shake it over and over and over again like I'm about to, like I'm mixing iced tea or something.
I think there might be a soul in them, from what I heard. I can make more investigation on them when I feel better. Right now, I don't think it's wise. Because if I make too much magic experiment on those, I won't be able to heal y'all if we get attacked. I don't want to risk that. I managed to hear what they were saying. It was faint. But if they're really souls and bottles, they're better there than out of the bottle right now. Because if we just free them, Jakku's just gonna eat them.
Hmm.
At least that's what I thought. I think.
I mean, probably. If their souls are in bottles, their bodies are probably dead.
I'm not sure they're souls and bottles, but it felt like that. For a few seconds, I could hear them.
I mean, it's that or they're some weird, just containing a message that it repeats over and over.
Possibly.
I don't know enough about magic to know what.
The demon
Is
you want
more
to speak to is currently unavailable. Please hold.
Your ritual is important for us. If you wish to speak to
Your
Kyle
ritual is
and
very
technical
important to
call,
us. Please stay on the line,
Your
and
soul
someone
is
will
very
answer your
important
prayer. Your soul is very important to us.
You people
if you
are
would like to
weird.
talk with
Your
customer
damnation
service, please.
representative will be momentarily.
If you'd like to talk.
Pour la service en français, appuyez sur le 2.
Awesome.
You've just now thoroughly confused any non-Canadian that might be watching.
Canadians, though, have heard that message so many times.
Hey, it wasn't even me that made those thumbs down.
If you're calling Shoppers Drug Mart, it's apparently 7. Appuyez pour le 7.
Nighttime. I assume you guys are standard things. Caldy's on watch, and everybody else is sleeping.
Yep.
For
Yeah,
sure.
that sounds good. Hey, are we back on the right sleep schedule now?
Yes.
Cody had slept
Finally.
last time, so yeah.
I have
Finally.
all my stats. And I'm 1 experience point away from bumping up stealth.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Oh,
decide if I
then you
want to
can
buy
get in
move
even more
3.
trouble. Great.
Were you saying something, Mark? I heard the beginning of the sentence, but
What's that?
did you say something? I heard the beginning of the sentence, but I didn't.
I was just saying I got enough XP. I'm debating move 3 or maybe might 2 or maybe if I care at this point in the campaign about trying to do my jack of all trades, buying some of my like scouting and lore finally because I don't have any of those.
Do you have a bit of stealth?
1.
Okay. Because I know when we do group stealth, you ended up rolling it a couple of bit of time.
Yeah, that's because I suck at it. But I'm like, actually, I could improve myself too.
Alrighty. The night passes without incident.
That's weird.
Bringing a light drizzle in the morning. It is unseasonably mild. You guys are getting down towards the end of summer now. You got probably just over a week or so until the sword that you've had commissioned from the dwarves is ready. So
Yeah, I was thinking of starting to make our way back home. Well, back to the dwarf. There was we saw some of the wood we needed. Well, we needed a bit less, but I'd grab it since we're next to it. And we could go make our way north and then towards the dwarf, if that sounds like a plan to y'all. Go 1x up, grab the wood, then go 1x up to the place we have been circling for years now.
Now, let's go investigate that one glaring spot in the middle of the map that we still have not gone to.
The wood we need is just one spot north, and then we can go one other spot north. I'll have the wood, and we'll have the new places to visit.
There you go, Chris. Do we have to roll for food and water?
Yes, please. All right. So yes, so morning comes. There's a little bit of a drizzle, but you guys can head out if you like.
That's the plan. I'm gonna try to bring us
Yep.
1x north, the place where we saw the wood without the redneck goblin. Grab the wood and then go north again.
Okay.
And I can try to grab some wood while we're on the way. We need a bit less, but if we
I
ended
can
up
carry a
needing
lot
it,
right now.
I have some space.
Yeah, I got 1.5 space. 1.5, I guess.
Mhm.
I am full. I'm max.
I have
Me too.
I have a bit of space, and I have four space on my horse.
Alrighty.
Keep forgetting that we have the horse until I need armor. And then I remember it.
That's all the horse is used for, is just carrying Desi's extra armor.
I mean, it's a full-time job.
I mean, I want to learn to fight on a mount, but don't want to hurt him too. So, balance.
Plus,
Yeah.
Desi needs her four-legged caddy.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I do.
All right. So you guys are headed kind of like northwestish.
Yeah.
Perfect. You've been that way plenty of times, so you don't need to lead the way, but somebody may want to keep an eye open.
I will if no one else will. I'll do it anyway.
I got 6 dice to scout.
I'm just doing the scouting. Shall I roll it?
I mean, one person can roll with 2 extra dice for help, so.
I didn't roll the extra dice, but
Okay. Yeah, so between Kaldi and Ryzen and Okatai, everybody kind of keeping their eyes peeled, because, I mean, you guys have been in this volcanic area before. You've seen, like, giant, like, fireworms and, you know, various other sort of things. So everybody's just kind of, like, a little bit, you know, it's just in case. Let's keep things on the, you know, head on a swivel, as it were. Eventually, as you make your way into the kind of like more volcanic ashy area, the rain does let up. For a little bit, it's like walking through like the kind of like dirty mud that just clings to everything as the rain mixes with the volcanic ash into this like thick grayish paste. But the nice thing about the inclement weather is it does seem to keep things away.
That's good.
And by lunchtime, you've reached the area of trees that you had scouted previously.
I'm gonna try to harvest that.
Perfect. Anybody who wants to harvest wood can make a survival roll.
I'll give that a shot.
I will too.
I'm not pushing shit. I'm not wasting no my wits on a dumb elf.
Ooh, I got 2.
Ooh.
What would Ryzen like to do while everybody's chopping wood?
I will just be vigilant and keep an eye out and be guard.
Thank you.
Perfect. I was waiting for somebody to keep watch.
Do I need to do a scouting roll?
Yes. So yeah, there's the sound of chopping. It's a little bit distracting. There's mosquitoes here and there now that you're no longer in the rain. It's annoying, but it's not enough to distract you. And no sign of any giant fire dragons or flame worms or anything coming to eat the party. So you're like, yeah, that'll be fine.
That'll be fine. God, it's annoying.
But between Okatai and Desi, you guys managed to get 5 pieces of carbonized wood.
Nice.
Nice.
It does take you all afternoon, but
Let's go trade it for sheep or
brick.
brick. Yes.
Yeah, always need brick.
Yeah.
Right. But yes, as it's still light as evening comes. You guys can push on if you like, or you can set up camp here.
Can we go in the forested part of the place so we don't burn down?
Sure
before we
can.
camp?
Yep.
Yeah. I'll go make camp. If that's alright with everyone, I'll add make camp there. In the north-ish part of the X. Where we're not in the volcanic part anymore.
Apparently, when they updated Foundry, it looks like they added a new ping feature. Cool beans.
Hey. Yeah, you have
Ping
a...
feet.
Yeah, when he pings, it's like a red triangle.
Oh.
I have different pings at my disposal now.
You do.
Right,
That's handy.
so yeah, so Okatai gets camp set up in the evening. What would the rest of you like to do?
I guess I'm sleeping.
I would actually like to do some practicing to actually improve my stealth. I think it's a good idea that I improve my stealth.
Perfect. And what would Desi like to do?
I'll keep watch.
Right. So I'm going to need a scouting roll from Desi. Ryzen, do you have any dots in stealth already? Or
Yeah, I have 1, so I would be upping it to 2.
okay. So you don't need to make a roll then. You're just practicing to, like, Desi, can you see me?
Yes.
Can you see me now?
Yes.
Desi, can you hear me? Desi, can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Desi? Desi, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Have you ever noticed that singing Desi, can you hear me sounds exactly like Do you want to build a snowman?
Oh God, no.
I was going for Smooth Criminal, but I can't sing for shit.
So what was it you needed me to roll, Chris?
Scouting.
Scouting?
Now we'll see if you actually spot him.
No, I'm too distracted by the singing.
You've been hit by. You've been hit by.
I mean, maybe I won't see it coming because I missed my scouting roll.
Smooth risen.
Oh God, no!
Oh God, Ryzen's moonwalking and wiggling his ass.
Desi doesn't notice any of it.
Dizzy is too busy shaking her head and covering her eyes.
That's how you stealth.
You need an endurance roll from me?
Yes,
way
I
to
do.
it.
You got +1 for your sleeping fur.
Is Okatai
Look at
building
that.
camp?
Yep, I'm making
Okutai is building a camp. Cody's busy sawing logs.
Yep.
Desi, you haven't seen Ryzen in like hours now.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I'm just standing behind her and I keep moving every time she moves, and that's all it is.
Although Ryzen, when you're like hunting, like practicing stealth, like moving from tree to tree, and trying to keep out of eye line, you a little bit deeper into the tree line, you find a fairly large statue, a bunch of bones scattered around its base. The statue's probably about a good 8 feet high. Definitely looks like a troll, and it's like covered, like it's got like lichen and moss kind of covering it. The bones that are scattered about are a variety of like humanoid and animal.
Remembering, we had an encounter with a troll, did we not? And in the morning, it like turned to stone or something like that.
You did.
Yep.
And I don't know if we stuck around to see if it turned back in the evening or if we just left.
No, I'm sorry.
We kind of knew it didn't turn back.
Oh, okay, because it's like nightfall now, right?
It's evening, but because you're in summer, it's still light out.
Okay. When I think I am satisfied with my training, I will walk back into camp, because if I stealth into camp, I might get shot if I fuck up.
Okay.
Maybe.
Hey guys, guess what I found? You got to guess. I'm not telling you.
Jumps. We have
Is
to
it
guess?
is it a root?
Yeah, it's a guessing game.
Is it a root? Usually bring some pretty tasty roots.
Is it a roost? Did you say?
Root.
It's not a roost. This is a game.
Root. The vegetable, like.
I didn't find any root. No, that's not it.
Ah.
Something more interesting.
Oh.
Something you could smoke.
Is it more? What's more interesting than a root?
A better man.
Virtually anything. Anything that's
Hey.
more exciting than a root.
Don't dismiss
I
roots.
hate
Roots are nice.
Okay, fine. We could be here all
If they're
freaking
roasted,
night.
Is it
Not
berries?
food. It's not a mineral. Well, actually, it is a mineral. It's not an animal or a vegetable. I screwed that up. But no, it's a statue of a troll with animal bones and humanoid bones around it.
Huh.
That's weird.
Yeah. Are you sure it's not just a troll that turned to stone?
Well, I'm no troll expert, so I mean, it could be. But I mean, right now, it's an 8-foot piece of rock that is in the shape of a troll.
From what I know, they're not supposed to turn back into trolls, so don't feel endangered by that. But let's go check.
So how does that troll shit work then? What? That when they expose to sun, they turn to stone, and that's it for them?
Yep, that's how they die.
Yeah, 'cause remember we had our troll buddy for like an evening or a half an evening or whatever.
Yeah, he told us he was the last of his family and his tribe, and he was happy to have spent some quality time with us. Said that we were friendly to him, and then he turned to stone.
What a sad way to go. Stuck with us for his last moments.
Yeah, I like the guy. I kept his pendant.
Oh, I liked him too. I just felt bad for him. Like, this is the best night of my life. You've had a poor life, buddy.
Let's not tell him that before he turns to stone, but yeah. I turned his the pendant he gave me into the amulet I used to change the weather.
Hey, Chris, what's the canopy above the statue? Is it like heavily, or is it like open so sun could get through easily enough? Or
It is. It would be like it would allow dappled light because that's a word that doesn't get nearly enough use. So it's like a patchy canopy.
Can I make a lore check to make sure that my assumption about trolls are okay?
Sure can. Yeah, trolls. Once a troll turns to stone, that's it. They are stone.
Yeah. Okay. You won't have a. But the fact that there's bone at his feet, either he was eating when he got turned to stone, or people been, or animals been laying bones at his feet.
yeah, or maybe
Or
like an offering or
maybe-
something.
Maybe he just killed a bunch of them and got turned to stone while he was doing it, and then the last of them died after.
Oh yeah, that's totally possible. But if that's the case, there might be stuff still left of the things he killed.
Maybe.
I mean,
I was
Risen
sleeping,
didn't,
right?
Check.
Risen didn't go.
Yes, Caldy is sleeping.
Risen didn't go very far for that. We can go check before going to bed.
Sure.
Yeah, it was just pretty much just barely into the forest, not far off the edge.
You know, just so that we don't have a surprise while Caldy is keeping guard.
So yeah, you guys fall back. I mean, it's close enough that if if Caldy was to let out one of his not at all girly screams, you guys would hear him. And yeah, just as Ryzen described it, it's a statue of a troll, bunch of bones scattered about. A lot of the bones are kind of covered over with like just forest detritus that has accumulated over time. So whatever it is that happened here happened quite a while ago.
Okay, so that's not bone from different era. Like the owl came from the same moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Theory that he was eating or dealing with that and turned to stone seems probable. Might as well take a look around, see if we can find anything interesting.
So as you kind of spread out, kind of take a look around, you do see here and there are like glints of metal underneath the the fallen leaves and the partially decayed forest rot. Piece of like broken chainmail here, the hilt of a sword there. Nothing that seems to be particularly valuable. But as you kind of pick away at it for a little bit, you do actually find the rotted remnants of a backpack, and inside it there is like a gold inlaid tankard.
That's a treasure.
It is treasure.
Sorry, gold inlaid what?
Tankard.
Like a thing you put
Yep.
booze in.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's also a very finely made, though largely ornamental, broadsword. Like it doesn't look like over time it has lost its edge, and it doesn't look like it would hold an edge much at all.
I mean, it's pretty, but it's
Well,
also pretty useless.
I mean, we can probably sell it to someone.
Oh, yeah. But I wouldn't swing it at anything.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
It's a decoration now.
But yes, and like some odds and sods, some like coins here, and like the remnants of coin purses, and a couple of like small semi-precious stones. Like, I mean, these people had some stuff, and apparently nobody found them to loot them until now.
It feels like they were killed by someone who was looking for food more than anything, and then that was turned to stone at that point. So stuff were left on the ground.
Judging from the way some of the bones have been shattered, they probably met the ugly side of a troll.
Yeah. They're not always nice.
No. Definitely not.
Mm.
But it is enough to indicate that there, at least in the past, there have been trolls in the area.
Yeah. You better be careful.
But yes, all told, the sword is worth 3 gold. The mug is worth 19 silver, and the scattered loose coins and semi-precious stones and everything are worth another 2 gold.
Tankard was 17 silver.
19 silver.
19 silver, sorry. And you said it was 3 gold and
3 gold for the sword, and then 2 gold in assorted coinage and gems and stuff.
okay.
Like a fair amount of treasure to just be laying here at the, feet of a statue.
Well, it probably means that there's not much intelligent activity around here. Possibly some animals and stuff like that.
True.
But we also need to warn Resin about possible trolls in the forest. I'll make sure that the fire is discreet for the night.
Okay. Nighttime. Everybody except for Cully sleeps.
Yep.
Warning Caldy of the trolls in the forest. The one we saw was turned into stone, but there might have been in the past. But just be careful.
Yep, no problem. I got my dagger right here.
Good. But I assume that if we found some gold laying on the ground, there's not much intelligent life around here. But there might be trolls or something else. So. Ugh.
Cully can give me a scouting roll. Everybody else can hit their rest button.
You get 2 bonus dice on the scouting roll in the camp.
Thank you.
And those of you who are resting, you can spend XP if you have XP to spend.
I got enough XP now to buy magic for the first level out of class, but I'm still gonna try to practice more on my creating something that I've started.
Morning comes. Everybody wakes up. Everybody is rested. Fire's still burning. Cully is still standing guard. Did go wandering off in the night.
Hey!
Don't get used to it.
No, didn't get any problem with trolls or anything.
Yeah, they knew not to mess with me.
Good.
I'm a bad goblin.
Chris.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, we know.
Um, for talents, if I already have the talent, do I need to train to increase it a rank?
Nope. Just need to spend the XP.
Okay. Let me double check. I might be able to get Fearless 3. I can. Excellent. Fearless 3. There.
Alrighty. So
That'll
yeah,
be useful at some point.
morning comes and everybody can roll their food and water. So many dice. All right. So yeah, it's a nice, pleasant late summer day. Kind of like when you're starting to get towards like the end of August, towards September. The daytime temperatures are a little bit cooler. Night times are very tolerable. But where would you guys like to go?
Everybody's ready?
Yeah, we're going to that other square that we haven't seen, right?
Oh yeah. We've been circling that place for long enough. I'm taking us there.
All right. So I will need a lead the way roll and a scouting roll from whoever's keeping watch.
I'll take the scouting.
I'll take the lead away.
I'm going to push that. That's fine.
Pathfinder. And that counts as rest.
Just a soothing walk through the forest.
It's a soothing walk through the forest.
I like exploring
him.
new places.
And as you guys are making your way, just, fairly early in the morning, you guys are putting some distance between the yourself and the Ashlands. Coldy, you notice that the entire area seems quieter than you expected. Like there's this sense of anticipation in the air. Like the birds and the birds and the bees and the various animals have seem to have vacated, and even like the little breeze that was like rustling the tree leaves seems to have died down to just like a calm stillness. Like the whole area just like you can feel it in your bones that there is something going on.
All right, keep your eyes peeled. This is odd. The hairs on the back of my neck are sticking out. Feels like a storm's come, but there's no electricity in the air, so there's something out there.
What?
That's weird. I'll pull out my axe.
Just feeling weird, or do you see anything?
I don't see anything, but I know something's up.
Okay.
My Caldy sense is tingling.
I'll stay on guard.
Didn't Okatai give you an ointment for that?
Caldy pulls his dagger out.
Is that a metaphor or a euphemism?
Oh, I hope not.
You better not be. I know he's getting younger by the day, but that's not a reason to whip out your dagger in public.
Nope. Nope, definitely not. None of that.
I've never used this new dagger.
Oh yeah, that's the one. There's supposed to be 2 more of those, if I remember well.
Just be 1 second.
But yeah, that's why I need to get that stealth up.
As each party member become the worst at stealth, we feel the need to raise it. So we raise the group stealth slowly but surely.
I just raised my pool to 4. Woohoo!
I mean, I'm at 5. You're getting close.
So as Caldy kind of like signals everybody to stop, and everybody kind of gets ready, and you guys can all feel it. And actually, for Caldy and Okatai, like the hair on the back of your neck starts to stand up. There's definitely something sorcerous happening.
Something magical in nature happening around here. We should try to find it so that it does not find us.
Well, good news, you don't have to look far.
Huh.
As the basically the air in front of you kind of like rips open.
Oh.
And this very unpleasant looking gentleman, flanked by 2 studded leather wearing folks with daggers, kind of steps through the portal. And something... how best to describe it?
So there were 4 people?
I think it's 3 total.
Three people and a thing.
Okay.
The thing looks like it's been kind of merged from various corpses and carcasses. It is... there's multiple limbs, there's multiple mouths, there's tentacles. It's stitched together in like a Frankenstein's monster sort of way.
Well, I'm glad I've got my axe in my hand.
Yeah, I would have liked to have had my hammer in my hand as soon as the...
Yeah, as soon as Caldy's like, hold up, there's something going on. If you guys want to get ready, you certainly can. But yeah, this creature, this abomination, like you've never seen anything like it is definitely dead. It is definitely an undead of some nature.
Who the fuck are you?
And the guy that steps out, the guy that obviously basically his hand is like glowing as the portal kind of closes. He's obviously the spellcaster. He's like, huh, there you are.
There who is?
Oh, the ones that we've been tasked with eliminating.
Oh, that's sad for you.
More mercenary again.
Mercenary is such an ugly term.
Bounty hunters? That preferable?
No. We make no bones about what we are. We are assassins.
You know,
I prefer to call them speed bumps, and I just charge them with my hammer. I'm not even wasting time with monologuing.
well, there goes my manipulation, but yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna have to learn melee
Ryzen
charge
did not
after
have
this.
coffee with breakfast. He didn't have his coffee, and now he's just cranky.
Yep. I am sick of all these motherfucking assassins on my motherfucking island.
All right, Okatai, would you like card number 7 or card number 10?
I'll go with 7. I need to raise that skill so I get more cards.
Ryzen, would you like card number 1 or card number 8?
1.
All right. So, Ryzen, you are up.
Wheat. Okay, I am just going to go up to Mr. Monologue, and I'm going to introduce him to Mr. Hammer.
Okay.
Is he a human? Is he a monster by some miracle?
He is a human.
He's lucky he doesn't get Dragon Slayer then.
Oof.
You know what? Screw it. I'm going to push.
Oh. Oh. He is going to. Because he is adaptive as a human. He is going to see you coming and try to dodge. Oh, that was a very bad dodge roll. He's only going to take 6 damage. His leather armor like shatters. Well, that was it for him.
Well, now.
Does he crumple and go down?
Oh yeah, you rush up at him. He tries to like anticipate your movement using scouting in place to move for his dodge because he's a human, and he completely misjudges it and kind of like steps into the blow. The hammer basically shatters his armor, and he gets like knocked back into the trees, landing in a crumpled heap.
That's what happened when the silent assassin meet the very loud assassin.
Do any of you other fuckers want a piece of this?
There's only one other monster, right?
And 2 regular people.
And 2 regular people.
As far as we know, they're regular people. I mean,
Colby, you're up.
What am I going to do? I'm going to call out my... You know what? I'm going to target one of these assassins, the one, the north.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit him with Horrify. With 2 willpower.
All right. Ooh, power level 4
and a mishap.
and a mishap. Good old magic.
What did I do to myself this time?
Well, they're going to take wits damage equal to the power level, so they're going to take a bunch of wits damage.
Maybe you can age at the same pace that you're de-aging. That would be handy.
That would knock an agility off me. Don't do that.
At some point, you're gonna get young enough to get young and get another point of stat back, and then we need to age you again.
Oh, magic mishap. There we go. Oh, your magic makes you very thirsty.
Oh, I can handle that.
4
I
wits
D12
damage.
water.
Oh, wits damage. So they're going to suffer a horror critical.
Oh, it's not Colby taking this damage. He's doing it.
Nope. If they remain conscious, they can run to a safe place but cannot perform other actions. Ooh, you turn them into a drunk.
If they survive this, they're gonna need a drink and another one.
Okay. And you do still have your fast action if you'd like to move or anything.
Yeah, I'm going to go hide behind Desi. Clutching my holy symbol from my from around my neck, pointing it at the big monster.
Right. The other assassin. Is going to draw a knife and is going to throw it at Kuldi. Says something along the lines of like, kill the powerful sorcerer.
Kuldi? He's never been so happy.
We don't have trustees there to be the powerful sorcerer, so as far as they know, you're it.
Did the assassin seriously just out loud call Caldi a powerful sorcerer?
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Rock.
This is the
This is
I
the
would
shit.
like to parry on his behalf.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to remember which talent it is.
Oh,
I love our career arcs, Caldi. We're totally not what we started as.
Oh, there we go. It's Path of the
This
Shield.
island has changed us, man.
Is that considered a stab?
It is considered a stab.
I thought it might be.
Oh, you do barely manage to parry it. Does cost you a willpower to defend Kuldi, but the Tupalak.
Why is it?
Because Path of the Defender is use a willpower to defend somebody else.
Oh, okay. Oh, because I was thinking Path of the Shield, where it says when a friend within near range is attacked. Oh yeah, never mind. It does the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the one I meant. So yeah, you need a willpower.
that's fine. I had.
The Tupalak. Oh, Ryzen's right there.
Oh no, not good old Ryzen. No.
So yeah, this horrifying amalgamation of animal and human carcass parts stitched together with some extra tentacles and heads and teeth basically launches itself at Ryzen. Ooh, with a tentacle attack. Misses that one. Sadly, I got 0 successes.
And it was trying to do what? Oh,
It was basically lunging at him with its tentacles.
Gotcha.
The horrified one needs to run away.
Gotta find a bar.
That'll take us to Desi.
Well, the one who. Ryzen's got the monster slaying hammer. I'll go after the assassin. I'm gonna melee charge the assassin
Okay.
that isn't running away, and try to, well, make them unable to run. God, I can tell it's been a few days since I've played this game. I'll be using my axe. And for Just double check. Okay, there we go. Melee charge, axe fighter.
Oof. Go, gadget armor. Nope.
Nope.
Critical tables. Ooh, punctured lung.
Not
Yeesh.
one for this world.
That's not good.
Don't I get a...
That's your free critical because you earned him.
Yes, that's what it was. Okay.
Do you have executioner?
Yes, I do.
So you can also do bleeding thigh.
I think I'd rather the punctured lung.
Okay.
Unless the bleeding thigh would make them bleed out. Like, unless I hit the femoral artery or something.
Yeah, they.
Whichever will kill them quicker.
The bleeding thigh is not lethal.
Definitely the punctured lung, then.
The punctured lung will kill them eventually, yes.
Yeah. Desi's got very little compassion for assassins. Which is kind of funny. Okay.
That will take us to Okatai. Only this monstrous undead abomination is before you.
Okutai is gonna put his hand on his spear. Spear is gonna glow red with Trestius energy. I'm gonna channel the power inside of it to gain a few temporary willpower. I check my Wolfkin talent and it doesn't take action. So I'd like to spend the willpower of the spear on it to tag the smell of those two. The one fleeing and the monster here. So if we need to hunt him down, I can track him.
Okay.
And the rest on the Tupilak to give me bonus dice. Because I don't have enough natural willpower to do it without that.
So you can target one creature.
Yeah, it's just I felt it didn't take any action, so can I repeat it or?
No, basically you can activate it. Yeah, you could. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think you can activate it on multiple targets at once.
Okay, I'll just activate it at one, so I can track him for like 2 days.
Okay.
On the one fleeing, and the rest I'll keep to just use Path of the Arrow or anything in the round to.
Okay.
On the Tupilak.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw a spear at the Tupilak.
Okay.
And that's a monster.
It is a monster. It is most assuredly a monster.
No, my magic doesn't work on it.
Some magic does work. Seems to have minimal effect.
Okay. It's not armor.
Nope.
I'm gonna spend one of that willpower to throw again.
Okay.
Use one other with my spear. And I assume it that thing does not bleed or become poisoned.
Neither.
Yeah.
Right. That will take us to Ryzen. The hammer is on cooldown this round.
Ah, shit. This might be a bad life choice, but I'm going to try to headbutt it.
All right.
Actually, I can headbutt it, I think, as a fast action. Does that mean I can headbutt it twice?
It does.
Okay, so that's so that'll just be what then? Might?
On your combat tab, I think there's an unarmed strike down at the very bottom.
Yep, there it is.
Bottom leftish.
Do I get the helmet as some kind of bonus?
No, but you do get Brawler and Dragon Slayer. Oof. That's a solid headbutt. And you do still have a fast action.
I'll do another headbutt.
Or actually, I guess technically you have your slow action because your headbutt is a fast action. So
Oh, okay. If I move, that's like an attack of opportunity kind of thing, right?
you do get to make a free move roll, and if you succeed, then it doesn't get to attack you.
Okay.
Yeah, you manage to nimbly dodge out of the way. You can move up to one zone. Taking us to Caldy. Your shield seems to have moved away, Caldy.
Everybody's distracted now behind all these trees, right? Can I stealth?
You can certainly try.
Am I still trembling? Is that gone yet?
How many? 2 days. Yes, that would be gone.
I'm gonna push it.
I was gonna say, don't you have a boot, or does Ryzen have the boot?
I have no boots.
I have the boot.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, Caldy ducks behind some cover. The Tupalog. It'll move towards Okatai since Okatai hit it.
I'm not hurting him much, but he sees I'm attacking him. Did Caldy attack? Risen attack seems to be more effective.
Nobody other than you has attacked it.
Oh,
Okay,
attack Risen.
hold
Risen
on.
Didn't
It had-
headbutt him.
Yeah, there was a
Oh yeah,
massive headbutt.
the headbutt. I mean, it definitely had an effect.
Okay.
Can I move while I'm stealth? Does that take off everything I have?
No, you can move.
There. Try that.
Oof. Produces a strange hum and lets out an oily magical darkness that settles over the entire zone. Everybody make an insight roll, which is not an action.
What the fuck?
That's not fear related.
It is not.
Insight.
Yeah, I'm wishing I had those 2 wits back.
Oh, I'm not pushing that.
I'm pushing mine. I did my great roll while I was trying to sleep.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm not taking 3 damage to wits to push that. No way, Jose.
Yeah, if I take 3 wits damage, I drop. Although I have Berserker 2, so I'd come back up again with 2. When I bounce back up with Berserker, is that my turn?
No.
No.
Oh.
But I don't think it does damage.
If
It's
I
just
drop-
me that rolled terrible.
If I'm broken again, though,
You don't get back up.
Yeah.
I don't get back up. I don't think I would like to get broken because of wits. That seems like a bad idea, given how low my wits is.
I just need an insight roll from Ryzen. I wonder if I can do.
Blind. Oh, -2. Ugh. Well, that's gonna suck.
Right. Desi, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna melee charge anyway.
All right. You cannot.
Why?
You can attack opponents that are within arm's length.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You're in darkness. You need to feel your way around. You can run in complete darkness if you like, but you do need to make a successful move roll. Oh, and also choose a direction.
Sorry,
Well,
I just
the
stepped
last
away.
time
Why
I
is it
saw
dark?
it, the Tupilak blanketed the area in an oily darkness. You need to make a wits roll to see if it
okay.
affects you.
Okay, thank you.
Insight roll, actually, in case you have the skill.
Oh, sorry. For me, it's only wits. I am not insightful.
Oof. But you can still see Ryzen, so there is that. So, Desi, what
I'm-
direction would you like to move in?
I'm going to run northwest-ish, more of a west-northwest,
Okay.
because that's the last direction I saw it in.
Okay.
And it was a move roll?
It is a move roll.
Okay.
Okay, you don't take any damage as you stumble about in the darkness.
That's good. I was gonna say, are you going to? Thank you. I don't know if... I'm guessing I'm not within arm's reach.
I'll make a scouting roll.
Oh, God. That'll be... No.
The good news is, there are definitely things around you.
That's good news? No, I don't think so. I will make sure that my shield is in front of me,
Okay.
so that hopefully if something thumps into it, I can thump back. Guys, I can't see you. Sound off.
Ow.
It's me.
I yell. I also cannot see.
I'm gonna. I think it fits more on my turn, but I'm gonna start like singing ish, so you can sound me down.
In no way am I making any noise.
Like battle rhythm wise.
Alright. Okatai, you're up. There are definitely things around you.
I'm gonna start singing like about I am just so people can spot where I am. Because I assume that thing sees in the dark anyway, if it's making that kind of bullshit. Um, can I make a lore roll on that thing?
Sure can.
Gonna start with that because if my attack don't work, I need to find out why. 1 success.
So yes, it is a tupelec. It is basically composed of the merged body parts of corpses and carcasses, both intelligent and unintelligent, raised from the dead by a powerful necromancer.
Is there any reason why my attack did not work that I know of?
Not that you know of.
Would I need more success for that? Would I need to push that?
You would need more successes.
Can I push that?
Can if you like.
I'm gonna try. Another success.
So tupelecs are used as executioners and assassins. And their existence is bound but to the completion of a specific task.
Okay. Not yet okay. I'm gonna try to find it in the dark. No, it got close to me to do that thing.
That is a scouting roll.
Can I spend 1 willpower to get a smell to try to find it that way?
Yes.
I can do the scouting roll on top of it, but
Yep.
do I get the 1 dice bonus from?
You do.
Okay. Okay.
It is right there.
I just saw it move all the way up in the wood, so
Yeah.
I was not sure anymore. Okay. I'm gonna fast draw my spear,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to say it out loud what I'm doing and where it is, so I can try to guide a bit people. Spear fighter. Still a monster. And I get it smells now.
That does not do anything.
Okay. That's it for me.
1 second. Trying to see if I have a way to give the people who aren't affected by darkness a way to see. Nope, doesn't look like it. Back onto Ryzen. You're not affected by the darkness, but I don't really have any way to give you the map, but you can clearly see the creature. It's only probably like 5-6 feet away from you to the south.
All right, I will move forward and I will start swinging.
Okay.
Something happened. The map just changed on me, so I just moved a little.
Okay. Yeah, got it. And yes, you can clearly see it. Desi, you can see the Desi standing very close to both Kaldi and Okatai, and if she was to swing wildly, she might accidentally hit the wrong one.
Okay.
Kaldi, you're also not affected, so you can see it as well.
Okay.
That definitely has a solid impact. Oh, 1 sec, phone ring.
Did that work? Because my spear doesn't seem to work on that stupid thing.
Is your spear magic?
No, it's not magical.
No. So yeah, so the hammer blow Ryzen has like a very definite effect on the creature.
That sounded like a solid strike, and I think I did some damage.
Might be because it's a hammer, might be because it's magical.
Maybe. Oh, I got my headbutt as a fast action, I believe.
You
Maybe
would have had
it's
to
able-
use your fast action to move.
Okay.
Colby, you're up. You can also clearly see the creature. It is not very far from you.
I'm gonna whip my dagger at it and then run in the opposite direction.
Okay.
That I take it. What is that? Marksmanship?
It is marksmanship. And the dagger, the phantom dagger, gives you +2 and a D8.
And throwing arm gives me another plus, right?
Yep.
So I'm just. How do I modifier? I can just type in 3 plus D8. Is that how it works?
So it's 2 from the dagger, 1 from throwing arm, so +3, and then a D8 from the dagger and a D8 from. So
So I'm just gonna modifier only gives me like I can only type whatever in. So I'll
Okay.
roll the
Oh.
the +3, and then I'll do the 3d8 elsewhere.
no, you see, like you've got the 3 from your agility, 2 from marksmanship, nothing from your gear.
Yeah.
So the gear, put that up to 2,
Okay.
and then under where it says artifacts, put 2d8. And then click the checkbox for throwing arm, and you should be good to go. There you go, just like that.
I like it.
That is.
I hope I get my dagger back, and then I run behind Desi. Wait, away from Desi. Desi can't see for shit. I can tell that.
You do need to make a move roll, otherwise it's going to get a free attack on you.
What's fast footwork do? Let me take a look at that. I could dodge. Okay, that gives me dodge. So I get fast footwork of 3, so I can dodge unlimited amount of times
Yeah.
as long as.
Yeah, getting away from melee isn't a dodge; it's just a move roll. Good enough.
This is making up for all the bad rolls I just had. I don't
Yeah.
know if I did any damage with my magic dagger, but we'll see.
It did sink in.
Well, kill it so I can have my dagger back.
It doesn't have the returning ability.
I am making squeeing noises as I move, so everybody knows it's me.
The start of its turn.
Guys, look, there's some pig. There's some kind of pig out there we can go after for dinner.
Its turn. The hammer hurt it a fair bit, so it's going to turn its attention to Ryzen. Oh, no, it's not actually. It is going to let out a roar of anguish. Every orifice in its revolting mass contributes to the symphony of horror. That is going to be a fear attack.
What does this thing has to be anxiety about? Damn it.
Okay, is my move enough to take me out of that section area?
Yeah, you can move up to one zone.
Okay. Okay.
So that is going to be a fear roll. So anybody who is fearless.
I am immune to fear.
So am I.
I am not. In fact, he didn't need to do that to me. I'm really scared right now. I have no magic spells.
I don't have fearless yet.
Kind of redundant.
So that will in fact be 2 points of wits damage to Ryzen.
I am broken.
That will be a horror critical.
What does it do to me?
Nothing, because it's only near range, so it's only anybody in the same zone.
Good, because I was down to 2 wins.
Oof. An altered personality on Ryzen.
That's like the second thing in a row that we've had that happen.
Yeah, Trustius needed it.
It happened
Oh,
to
sorry.
Trustius.
Trustius got it, but he also needed it.
And we haven't realized yet.
No, I cured him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cured him in his
Oh,
sleep like
okay.
a terrible person that I am.
But that is its turn as it lets out this horrifying thing, and all of these mouths all over the body all kind of open, like the mouths, the multiple orifices on the body, everything just opens up and lets out this cacophonous howling sound. The assassin keeps running. Desi.
So the effect lasts until the same point in the next round's initiative order. So the darkness fades.
Yep, the darkness is gone.
Oh, I'm still in darkness.
Are you?
I can't see anything. Yeah. I have a big old gray map. I can sort of see where there's a stream, maybe. I can see my icon, and that's it.
You might have to refresh Foundry.
It means real.
Yeah, I have the same thing she does.
Yeah.
I got the same kind of screen, so.
Yeah, hit F5 to refresh Foundry. Might be the ability to turn lights into darkness is a new feature, so maybe it's...
I just switched from River Forest to Island Map and then back to River Forest, and it worked.
Okay, cool.
So I didn't
I'm
need
waiting
to
for F5.
refresh the whole thing. I just needed to... where is that thing? Okay, that's the running assassin.
There we are.
Holy crap. Okay, there it is. He looks a little too close. So I'm going to, what is it, my fast action to run a bit away, and then my regular action to attack him with melee
Yep.
charge? Yes. So I'm going to rush him.
Okay, give me a
Because
move
I've had
roll.
enough. Oh, right. That's why I don't normally do this. Oh, fuck. I'll push it.
Oh, there you go.
Whew. Okay. So now I'm going to immediately charge him.
Okay.
Axe still out. Seems like a decent amount of damage.
Fairly minimal damage, really.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to hit him again then. Just let me double check my...
I mean, you do sever one of its multiple arms.
That's nice. I like that. But he still has way too many. Because he's had extra stitched into him. And that's just... creepy. So I'll spend the willpower. And take another swing.
Does almost nothing.
Damn. How much do I have to hit him for to do a critical? With the axe.
You just have to do damage. You have to do at least 1 point of damage.
Oh! Oh! Did I? Theoretically, I did 2 points of damage.
Has
I think
it
this thing
actually?
is-
It basically the critical injury has no effect against monsters or animals.
Oh. Damn.
I mean, for show you cut off like a limb and he cut off a tentacle and
But there's still way too many for it to matter.
still way too many.
Gotcha. Okay. That's my 2 actions.
Right. That will take us to Okatai.
I'm gonna get closer to Risen
Okay.
and put him back on his feet.
All right.
Because that hammer is working and I need him back in the fight. So I'm gonna use my amulet because my will is low to heal him. So it's a fixed healing that I cast back in the day. So he will heal for 4 wits.
4 wits. Excellent.
Can work the trauma after, but for now, brain.
Perfect. So yeah, Ryzen, like that horrifying thing, you know, you're gonna like drop, realizing like you have its full attention. It's probably not good. Your mind kind of goes on a little bit of a vacation, and then you feel that like that kind of healing green energy emanating from Okta. You're like, no, wait, I got this.
Back in business, little man.
Which does
Thank
bring us
you.
to Ryzen, but the hammer is on cooldown this round.
Oh, hold on. Oh, my paths that do damage don't usually affect monsters, do they?
Not usually.
Yeah, damn it. Ah. No. You know what? I could go in and I could try a headbutt again. I'm that stupid.
Maybe Ryzen's altered personalities, after all this time of having to like step up and pretend to be the hero, maybe now he thinks he actually is the hero.
Oh gosh, I'm like Joxer, but slightly better.
Oh God.
Yeah, you connect with it. I mean, it doesn't seem to have nearly the effect your hammer does, but it's still like you're chipping away at like bits and pieces of this undead fleshy monstrosity. Your helmet is probably covered in like goop and gore and this like viscous, like oily residue.
Chicks will dig it.
You still have your fast action. Or, sorry, you still have your slow action.
I will try to move.
Okay. So it's a move roll to not get attacked of opportunity.
I'm not going to push it because I might get screwed up.
Okay, so it is going to attack you as you move. Ooh. Oh, it misses with an aquatic bite. So you can you can move up to 1 zone. It takes us to Caldy.
What's Caldy gonna do? Caldy's gonna try the sling. That's all he's got now. None of my spells work on this thing. I'm not pushing it. I don't think my little rocks would do anything anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Ooh, it's turn. Ooh, it's gonna do the Roar of Anguish again. Caldy's too far away. Desi and Okutai are both immune. Ryzen will take 1 point of wits damage because I rolled poorly.
Can he resist with something?
You need to have fearless in order to resist.
Oh, yeah. We need to teach him to charge and to be fearless.
And it will turn its attention towards Desi, probably. Desi, you're up.
That damnable thing hasn't moved at all.
No,
Uh,
it's fairly slow and lumbering. It's like,
seems
mismatched
to be.
bits and pieces. It's got like one
Yeah, that
one
makes
like
sense.
like one moose leg and one like goblin leg. It's like weirdly
Yeah,
offset.
that can't be helpful. I will move again, and then melee charge it. So
Okay.
my move roll.
Yep.
That's better. And then melee charge. Because at some point, I've got to do enough to it to make it fall down. At least according to Desi's thinking. It's weird, I'm not getting dice roll sounds anymore.
That's
Oh,
strange.
that sucked.
Hmm.
That is unreasonable. I'm going to push it.
Oh,
I know I shouldn't. Oh,
oh.
I mean, I like the damage and stuff, but holy shit.
That's
Good
a quite an
lord.
increase.
So Desi strains something as she takes a swing.
There's like a popping sound.
Oh, I hope that was it,
From-
not me.
From all
Oh
over
no,
the
that was
battlefield.
me.
From all over the battlefield. Ooh, that sounds like it hurt.
Is there a chiropractor in the house?
It is still standing.
Holy shit. What the fuck is this thing made of? I will spend a willpower since I just got one.
Snakes and snails and
And,
puppy dog tails.
Yeah, yeah, all of those things. I'll take another swing at it. That's back to the yeah.
Do you want to push that one too?
No, no, I do not.
Okatai, you're up.
The only magical thing I got is terrible if there's allies around. I'm gonna draw a Cino.
All right.
I'm gonna hope for the best. Gonna slash into that thing.
Still no sound.
Well,
Oh well.
you rolled a 1.
Not much damage, but
So yeah, 1 point of damage to you. Okatai, how would you like to do this?
oh,
Oh, nice.
Okatai finally decided to draw the blade and plunge it into the thing to slice it down, and I assume it corrodes all the way through it.
It does.
Split it to two quivering masses.
And you can give me an endurance roll.
Yep. The damage I receive from it, is it entrance? Is it strength?
Yes, it is. Right. Oh, you are not diseased.
Okay, good.
But yeah, this as Asina cuts into this creature, the flesh melts and like the stitches pop, and it just kind of falls apart into a variety of component pieces.
Ew! Take a couple of steps back from that mess.
The acidic substance of Asina on Okatai's arm, he shaded back and like whips his arm to throw the liquid on the beast, the part on the ground. It's always hickey.
Ick!
Yeah.
The fuck was that thing? I mean, not alive, obviously, but ew.
It's a telepic. It's a thing necromancer make to assassinate people, basically. That thing would have been problematic with the darkness if we still had a couple of assassins around. But yeah, they're made with a
Yeah.
single task and just keep doing it forever. But that was hard to
The
kill.
little bit. I think I pulled something in my shoulder.
Nice shot on
Ah.
the hammer. Resin. The sound of crack and pop sounded very efficient. More than my spears. I'll pick out my harpoon from out of the body and try to clean them off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my knife.
Okay.
Ew.
I want to go and sorry,
Go for it.
I'm gonna go loot the wizard sorcerer guy if his body is still there.
Yeah, his body is still here.
We're gonna need to keep that body for Trestis because that guy knew how to open a portal to get here,
Yeah.
and that might help us if you remember how little of that island we've managed to cover ground on. I assume we don't want the other assassin to be roaming around and come back to us at some point.
No, we should take that thing out.
Yeah, I got his smell. I can track him down.
Coldy, you can give me a lore roll about the portal because it's symbolism magic. And Ryzen, you can give me a lore roll because you're an alchemist.
I'll push it, but it might break.
I'm an alchemist too, so if
No.
that's all right, I'll back.
Okay.
Oh, Risen got it, so I'll leave it there.
Okay. So Ryzen, as you're looking at it, I mean, you remember something like when you were first studying alchemy. The tissue, the dead, decaying, smelly, rotty tissue of a tupilok can actually be used to create a sort of foul-smelling ointment that has healing properties.
Ooh.
Does it count as a powerful undead for the potion of long age?
It would count as that as well.
Oh,
So we could render its body like fat and turn it into an ointment.
You
Like
can,
healing
yes,
ointment?
if you would like.
Kind of like a.
Wow.
So this is healing club. We don't talk about healing club though.
yep. That could be interesting. I mean, terrible, but interesting.
Now that I've imparted that gross bit of knowledge, I'm going to go loot the sorcerer's body.
I'm gonna get the cauldron out and put the fat in the cauldron.
Ugh. I'm going to stand upwind
We're going to start making soap right now. Nice.
because I do not want to smell that.
Okay, right now I need to gather the material that we need. We need the body of that sorcerers because of like portal stuff that maybe damn it, brain.
So Trestius can.
Interrogate him and get that
Yeah.
magic from him that could be useful, and we need to undown the lost assassins. So that's why I'm starting to work on the body I know it's gross, but you know.
I. Yeah, Desi is standing upwind and watching with disgust.
I'm getting my shovel out.
I'm not helping you with this, dude. Nope. Nuh-uh. Where's
doing-
Caldy? Where did I saw him going to the trees,
Caldy
and
went
then
to get
it
his
went
knife,
dark.
and now he's looking through his his pack to see if he managed to remember to bring a gas mask.
Okay,
Uh,
I'm doing this out of spite. Okay. You remember the elf?
I'm not.
You remember the elf
I
that
am-
told us that they would like outlive us and blah blah blah. I can make a potion
Yeah.
that can makes me live longer. So if I can do this to just fuck with them, I'm gonna.
I'm not gonna try to stop you. I just don't want to smell it.
Oh yeah. I just want everybody to know that I'm doing this out of spite.
So-
You're not eternal, blah blah blah. Yeah, right. Let's fix that.
So the elixir of life it's not undead, it requires dragon blood.
Oh, okay. Because the last information I had was that it took from a powerful undead.
Nope, dragon's blood.
Oh, we do have that.
You'll the rendering down the fat, Ryzen, you can give me a healing roll with +2 because of the cauldron.
Which potion would that help with?
None. This is a special ability of the two blocks.
Oh, okay.
So you get 2 doses of this. I mean, it takes the quarter day to render down, so everybody else can do things while Ryzen is stirring the pot, as it were. And it is foul and gross and just unfathomable ways.
Before I do all this, I was planning to go loot the body of the sorcerer. Unless
Oh, yes,
somebody
that's
was
right.
gonna do that.
Right.
Sorry,
Sorry.
you got first bid on that one.
Sorry, I completely forgot about that. So the sorcerer, he actually doesn't have much. He's got like some leather armor. He's got a dagger. He's got basically like a skull in a bag, and various assorted powders and stuff that are probably just focuses for his magic. He doesn't have a grimoire of anything or of that nature. He does
Leather armor, a skull.
Yeah, dagger. And let's see. Let's roll on some random loot table.
The real treasure was the body we found along the way.
And he does have a very well made silver earring.
Oh fuck.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I am taking the silver earring still attached to his ear as a trophy.
Oh, there you go. It's like a very.
Just gonna hang it from a necklace by the earring.
It's like one
Yeah,
of those
look.
dangling earrings with like a little skull on it. It basically just screams necromancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna pack up a doggy bag lunch for Crestus. Put the body in the coal, so we can interrogate him when he's in the game.
Blah.
And there's another the assassin we managed to kill.
Yep.
Check on that.
Studded leather and a couple of daggers.
You needed more throwing dagger, Risen, didn't you?
Who?
Risen, I think he wanted more throwing daggers.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll take the sorcerer's dagger for sure.
Here's a bunch from the assassins.
Oh, and the assassin also has
But now I'm gonna be.
a drinking horn inlaid with silver.
Who does the assassin?
Yep.
One more thing for the... Unless someone need a drinking horn, I'll put it in the things we're going to sell.
I mean, it's cool, but I'm far more interested in weapons.
I mean, we don't. You don't often need money, so if something cool you like, you can keep.
If I need something, I would rather sell the drinking horn to fix some armor than
Yeah,
keep the drinking horn.
I usually spend most of our money on fixing armors and arms
Or yeah,
and
that's
building
what I
new
spend my
shit.
money on.
And sometimes I pay people to build more shit in the village because I like being comfortable.
I mean, that's nice too. I like being able to sleep in a comfy bed with actual blankets and an actual pillow and actual walls. That's fair. But other than that, I mean, we find the food I eat on our way. We find the stuff I drink on our way. And I'm not much of a booze hound.
I just like.
I like a simple life. I just need sharp weapons and sturdy armor, and I'm good.
Well, I
God,
got
I
fancy.
sound boring.
I got fancy taste. I like towers and to raise griffins because I like furry beast. But you know.
I like money and places to spend it. Let's get off this island.
How much do you think that drinking horn is worth, Cully? For my notes.
Can I take a roll on that, Chris?
Probably worth about 15 silver.
And the horse package. Unless somebody want a drinking horn.
No, I'm good.
So we got a package for Trestis, and I gotta undown that assassin.
So yeah, you can basically. It's gonna take. Basically the rest of the morning, part of the afternoon to like render the Tupalak down. That's plenty of time for Okatai to go track down the assassin, but it does leave Desi and Kaldi with a quarter day to do a thing.
What time of the day is it?
It's like mid morning.
Jeez, I'm doing okay, but I've lost 3 wits.
Yep.
So whatever
You
I'm
and I
doing, it's
should
not
nap.
wits.
You and
we're
I
gonna-
should nap.
I think we're gonna make camp here after I'm done with the assassin. So you can take a rest. Just if somebody could keep an eye on Risen while he works.
All right, I'm going to reach into I'm going to spend a willpower, or pull a second sleeping fur out of my bag, toss it over to Desi,
Oh,
and
bless your tiny shriveled heart.
I'm going to try to get some rest.
All right. So just as a note, you can just rest instead of sleeping, which will still heal you, but you don't need to make the endurance roll or anything because you're just kicking back and relaxing.
All right, well, I'll
Oh,
carry that
that's-
second sleeping fur anyway, in case anybody ever needs.
Okay.
I have room for it.
Okatai goes off to hunt down the guy. Ryzen throws all the undead parts into a cauldron. And yeah, it's by the time it's done, it's like this thick, oily, grayish, foul-smelling paste. And you get 2 doses, but applying a dose instantly heals either strength or agility.
What does sleeping poison do?
Sleeping
Potency
poison?
1, potency 3. Each increase of potency doubles the price.
Yep.
For 1 willpower, I could make that pretty powerful.
It's the sleeping potion. I think it damage wits. Each poison damage a different stats. Like the paralyzing damage agility. The level 1 damage strength. I've been trying to make poison happen for a while. Looking at that.
All right, so I'm just gonna keep that in mind. I can put that in my dagger, right?
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. And I'm also gonna look and see what I can do to improve combat with a dagger.
So yeah, once you apply poison to a weapon, it has to be a weapon that's either pointed or edged. Daggers are fine, swords are fine, arrows are fine. You need to do at least 1 point of damage. It stays on the weapon for a quarter day or until it's used in an attack that hits the target. So like if you miss, the poison's not used up.
Okay. So, but it's something I should not do today. I should save it for when the time comes.
Yep. Doing it in combat takes a slow action to apply.
Okay. What increases my skill with a dagger?
Knife fighter.
All right.
I mean, quick draw is good too because it's a light weapon, so you can draw it for basically for free.
And you could always have a dagger in your offhand if you want to attack twice in a round. But the other one wouldn't be magical.
Right. Okay.
But yes, by the time like early afternoon rolls around, the bubbling cauldron of undead stew has finished percolating. You can tell because it smells slightly less foul.
Only slightly.
Only slightly.
Ugh.
I added some mint for flavor.
Yeah.
Oh God, no! You don't.
It's a
No one
paste
wants
you
that
don't
near
have.
their tongue.
Yeah,
You
you know all the medications say like do not take orally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one has that on it.
This one has it in like
Ew.
big bold like 20-point font.
But it's in Comic Sans.
That in Comic Sans.
Because Risen made it.
Because Comic Sans is an underappreciated font.
That's so gross.
But I mean, I'm going to assume that the quarter day also includes like packaging up the unguent and cleaning out the cauldron because it's also your cooking vessel.
There's a river nearby, so
Yeah.
it's gonna spend a bit of time in there.
Scrub that thing out with sand.
What's left in that cauldron now ends up poisoning the river.
There is this like oily gray film on top of the river slowly making its way downstream. Periodically, you see a fish kind of bob to the surface.
That can't
Then
be
we
good.
see some humanoid creature just look as if there's a audience with a single teardrop coming down its eye.
Oh, I check a knife fighter, Colby, and you don't need a secondary knife. The second ability of knife fighter is a secondary attack with your fast action, so you can stab multiple times with the same dagger.
Yep.
There you go.
But by the time afternoon rolls around, Okta has returned, and you guys have your healing sludge.
I assume the assassin was in his trauma phase, so not much to take out.
Yeah, that's not at heart. The assassin is like unable to defend themselves in any capacity.
Yeah, so it's an hunt roll and not a combat
Yeah,
scene.
exactly. But you guys have the basically you've got the afternoon. What would you like to do?
So,
Oh,
Caldy and I.
for Caldi and Desi, you guys can hit your rest button.
Okay.
We're not far from Height, but I don't know in what state the city is right now. So I'm not sure we want to go sleep there tonight.
I mean, every time you guys have been to Hythe, it has been progressively worse.
Yep. It always mutate into something terrible every time we go there.
Hythe is
Who
like
did we?
Hythe is like the Detroit of the island.
Basically, gets worse every time.
Hey,
So
just as a note, this past year was the first year since the big automotive crash that Detroit has actually grown in population. People are coming back.
Wow,
It's making a
nice.
comeback.
Who did we send back to high? We sent the necromancer dwarf back there
I think so, yeah.
again, didn't we?
Yep.
Yep. So we can go and eat and check out things
We
are
could
going.
go and check on him. He seems to like us, as far as I can tell.
It's
remember.
we've been avoiding this particular spot on the map for a long time. We could also try to explore this X and then go to the height.
We probably should check out what's in here. I mean, it's close enough to us and to Hythe,
Yeah.
and path that we take far
So-
too often.
So if we plan on sleeping at height, I would explore this X and then we could go to height tonight and find a place to sleep.
Sure, this sounds like a plan to me. I don't know about everybody else.
You guys are right with that?
I'm good with it.
Do what?
Explore
We're
this.
gonna. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Go for it.
We're going to explore this area since we avoided it for so long. We're going to check out and see what's here. And then we're going to go up to Hythe and check on our dwarven necromancer friend and see if he's the mayor and if anybody in that town is still alive.
And
Sure,
we can sleep.
sounds good.
Because
And we can sleep there if it's not too terrible.
hopefully, that's
Hopefully.
the hope. And if not, well, Caldy and I are rested up, so we should be okay if we need to leave town and sleep elsewhere.
I have
And
a feeling
Caldy, got another comfy blanket. He got another sleeping fur out of his bag of magical, wonderful things. So, I mean, if worse comes to worse, you and Okatai can sleep comfortably, and Caldy and I will keep
Stand
watch
guard.
overnight.
Okay.
Fuck up my sleep schedule.
Sure.
Yeah, but getting our sleep schedule in order is basically
better.
half what we do.
Yes, and it's better than sleeping in a town where everybody's trying to eat their neighbor or
Yeah.
something.
But it's good to check on height because neighbor and all.
Yeah. And that's a fucked up place.
So
Should definitely keep an eye on it.
I'll lead an exploration of the zone.
Are we going to get some rest first?
It's only morning. It's
Yeah,
new.
well.
Do you need something?
Ish.
Risen?
My wits are a little damaged. My strength is half. So the
Okay.
strength I definitely could use.
I mean, we could. You and Caldy could stay here in Okatai and I can look around.
Sure.
Yeah, if you want to take a rest, we can. Like for now, we're not gonna do anything with what we find. I'm just gonna look around, see if there's anything interesting
Yeah.
around here.
I'll say you probably could have rested while you were like just letting the cauldron boil,
Okay.
because you don't need to sleep to heal. You just need to rest. You just need sleep to avoid sleeplessness, which is very different. So as long as you're not doing anything strenuous, resting is fine.
Okie doke.
We're gonna explore the zone then.
All right.
After avoiding this X for so long.
So yes, somebody can give me a scouting roll.
I got 6 dice in scouting. I can assist somebody else if somebody's better.
I'm definitely not better. Scouting is not my thing.
I'm a 4.
How's you, Colby?
My scouting is great, but all right,
Oh.
I can do that. My scouting is 6, or sorry, 7.
Okay, so I can assist you. My scouting is 6, so I can give you a +1 on that. And somebody else can take a. Do we need to also stand guard while we while we explore?
Somebody should, yes.
So, Desi or Risen, if you want to stand guard while we explore, so we don't get jumped.
Sure.
So I'll get a scouting roll from whoever's keeping watch.
I rolled a scouting.
Yeah.
That was for exploring. We
Oh,
also
okay.
need one for standing guard.
So either Ryzen or Desi can roll with a +1 from the other.
Oh. I can do that if you need.
Yeah, I'm a 4 and a 5 with the +1. So if you're better, do it.
Same.
Go ahead.
Oh, that was a bad choice.
Next time, next
We're
time
trusting my dice. Mark, you've played in too many games with me.
Next
Yeah,
time we
know
should
better.
Hey, you got a
Well-
success.
I'm attributing that to the die that you loaned me. Because my dice would not have rolled a success on a scouting.
we should split our scouting better next time. Like put a great person in each group and
I really should, yeah.
You see? Well, maybe with the +1, I might have
Ah.
done it. But
Not if I
Um,
loaned you the die.
so between Okatai and Kaldi, one of you roll. Actually, each of you roll a d6. We'll do it that way.
I got a 6. You got a 6.
I did too. Should we re-roll?
No, it's just to see what sort of things you find.
That's how I find my poison wood in the owlbear grotto. So sometimes it's nice.
Oof. Right. So yeah, as you guys are making your way, you do find just kind of to the west. There's some hills in the woods, and two things draw your attention. One thing, Kaldi and Okatai notice, and the other, Ryzen and Desi notice because they're keeping watch. There are veins of copper running through the stone here. This is a good place where you could set up a mine, perhaps, to mine copper. It looks like a good, rich deposit. Like Kaldi, you're like, copper's not a super valuable metal, but it is a really useful metal. So there is copper ore here. But the people who are keeping watch managed to warn you, and you guys notice the wyverns that seem to nest in the area.
Ooh, wyverns.
Isn't that one of the things you're trying to... You mentioned when you said you wanted a tower?
Yeah.
No, griffins.
Griffins and
Wyverns?
wyvern. Griffins and wyverns.
I just know they're not harpies. That's
RP
really the extent of my knowledge.
RP is a no. RP is kind of a bitch.
No, harpies are the attention span of a child at best.
Can I make a lore check on wyvern?
Certainly can.
Two success.
Wyverns. Wyverns are large predatory lizards. Generally, they live in crags near like near wetlands usually. There is a river nearby. They can attack in flocks. And they go up to about the size of a large draft horse. There are stories of halflings being snatched up alive and screaming from the ground. One of their preferred methods of basically eating is they grab their prey and basically either ram it with their very hard skulls, like headbutt it, or carry smaller things and then drop them.
Well, let's keep Trestius away from them.
They are very, very clumsy on the ground. So generally speaking, hunters, like wolfkin hunters, use weapons like barbed chains and stuff that kind of like, so they can drag them down to the ground and hold them on the ground. Usually one of the primary wolfkin methods of hunting is to get them on the ground and then use things that will shred the leather on their wings so they can't fly. Oh, and their blubber is very flavorful and nutritious.
Yeah, we used to hunt those for their blubber. They're quite good, but I don't think we need to. We're not in need right now, so I don't think it's necessary for us to hunt them down. It's a tasty treat. But you don't all have a harpoon, so it's going to be hard to get them on the ground. They're easier to fight when they're on the ground, and I don't want them to grab Trestius and drop him again.
No,
No.
definitely not.
Or me.
Or you, or any of us, really.
If we ever want
I have
to,
no desire to fall.
Yeah, but if we ever want to use the copper mine here, we might need to deal with that. But already have some griffin eggs that are being hatched at the tower, so I wouldn't bother them just to bother them. But we could, if Ite is nice and the people, if it's the dwarf, we could always inform him that there's copper over here. And also Wyvern to be aware of.
Just mark your map here.
We're gonna add a note on the map.
There we go.
Were the Wyvern only hunted for food, or are they big enough to make mounts, or
Bigger ones can grow up to the size of a horse.
Okay, yeah, draft horse, you said.
Yeah. It's the fact that they are exceptionally clumsy on the ground that makes them ill-suited for mounts, unless you're only flying.
Yeah. You already humored me to go get the griffin egg, so good.
But yeah, so you guys kind of like look and go, well, it's not that far. Nothing bad ever happens when we go there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see if the dwarf took over. I propose that we go to height, but check the city from a distance to make sure before we go in.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I still have the how do you call that? The looking glass that Colito gave me. So can get close but not directly in height and check up. So let's leave the tasty lizard behind.
Yeah.
Yes, as you make your way to Hythe, it's still a very run down town, but watching it carefully at a distance, you do see that there are some very clearly undead, kind of like patching up the place. There's like, a little like skeleton and zombie workforce, kind of like cleaning out the dead people or bringing them into the fold, as it were. patching up the houses. Like, I mean, your necromancer friend seems to be on top of the maintenance.
I mean, usually when we see undead in a town, it's bad sign. But in this specific case, I think it's a way up from the last time in height. Height is getting better. It's full of undead.
Right? I mean, how
That's horrifying but true.
Things are looking
it's
up.
better
That's
now
it.
that everyone's dead.
That... There must be some alive still. It was not that bad.
Was the necromancer dead?
No, he just came back because of his magical heart.
Right.
Yeah, the clockwork art he spoke about, his master created for him.
Right.
That's one of the reasons I was looking for his body, because didn't want that thing to stay in the ditch. But I'll also be happy with a friend.
But yeah, Hythe seems to be, I mean, not a booming town by any stretch, but it is on the rise.
Do we see any living people?
There's a few living people. I mean, there's all the people that were previously enslaved to the vampire. And they're going about their lives as well. I mean, they've had very strange lives. I mean, first it was like an anti-sorcerer, authoritarian type of town, and then a vampire, and now a necromancer and a bunch of undead. So these people have seen a lot, and
they are nothing if not adaptable.
They're resilient.
Yep.
There's a reason why humans have the adaptive trait.
Oh yeah.
They get up in the morning and they're like, not mind controlled. But they're still zombies. Okay.
Okay. Let's deal with that.
Yeah. It's a day.
There are worse lives that you could lead.
That's true. I mean, we're no longer enslaved to an evil vampire bitch.
And we got free labor.
And yeah, I mean, they might occasionally fall apart, but I mean, they're damn good at pulling the plow.
Yeah.
Remember that town when we first came to this island?
Yep, the necromancer lady from the first village.
Mm-hmm. It's starting to see how that happens.
Yep. Seems to be the natural way of things here. You start a village, things go fine, and then shit happens, people get killed, vampire takes over, and then in the end, necromancer workforce. That's the natural evolution.
I mean,
we killed the we kind of killed the demon called in the village we took over, and we do have a necromancer with us. We just haven't implemented undead workforce yet.
Yeah, you're at stage 2 out of 3. But yeah, I mean, Hythe is at least welcoming now.
I mean, let's go say hello to our friend and find a place to sleep for the night. And yeah,
We'll see.
hopefully.
But yeah, Draga is here. He's directing his workforce. That a bunch of the bodies that were disposed of by the vampire. He's the ones that are still feasible. He's bringing them back and putting them to work. And so the best part about undead is they don't need to be paid, and they don't need to sleep, and they don't need to eat.
Yeah. And if what we thought was real, there's a bunch of them in the cages that were sorcerers.
That's true.
Maybe we could interrogate them to check if any of them have knowledge they can pass on.
Not
You know, like
really.
now.
I'm not real keen on bringing back undead that can talk, just in
Yeah.
case. Kind of personalizes them some.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, we can just let Trustius take care of it outside of town.
I suppose that's up to him. I try not to get too attached to them.
Oh,
Yeah.
he doesn't get attached.
Well, remember that time we brought back someone to ask a question and then let her die again, and then she turned out into a vampire out of rage and spite?
Yeah, I suppose there was her.
Tristis doesn't get
I
attached,
don't-
but sometimes they do. After the ex-girlfriend and the ex-boyfriend, there's the ex-undead minion.
I don't know that Trustius has ever had either of the first two things.
Yeah, he certainly had the third one.
He's definitely had the third
I mean, the real trick if you want to be successful at necromancy is to just kind of keep them dumb and docile. Like, let them do the menial job so that people can do, if somebody wants to paint or somebody wants to write a book or, they don't need to worry about tilling their fields.
Yeah. Society collapses when you start raising undead to make art and paint and have the living people do the work.
That's right. But you're more than welcome to stay. We got the inn patched up pretty good. We rebuilt the beds. We don't have a really good cook. I mean, but it's home cooking at the very least.
Things are going all right here.
Yeah. I mean,
Nobody's shown up to try to take you back or kill you or.
no, not yet. I mean,
Fair.
I'll have a talk next time we cross path with my Death Knight friends. See if they want to establish a trade route with your village.
oh, we could have like a whole little undead kingdom.
I mean, they're not necromancer. I don't think they're gonna make more undead, but they want to get the glory of their old kingdom back.
There's that brief moment where, as he's considering an undead kingdom, he gets that far off look in his eye, like, yes. Then he kind of shakes his head. Says, no.
Excellent.
But I mean, if there's a few down here that are tolerant about undead, we at least can make a trade coalition.
That's true. Well, you're more than welcome to stay.
Well, that's appreciated.
And as you guys are basically escorted into the inn in Hythe for your first peaceful stay in Hythe ever, I think we'll call it there.
Awesome. Good session.
Yeah, we managed to move a bit, do a few things.
My poor necromancer never even got to cast a single spell.
Yeah, you got the hammer hard. But I see what they were going for, like the undead thing that put some shadow with a couple of assassins. That could have gone wrong.
Oh, it could have gone very badly, especially if some wizard had been in the mix.
So
That's what he gets for trying to monologue. No
That's-
monologuing.
That's true. Yeah,
No cape, no monologuing.
no cape, no monologuing, for sure.
So XP. Did you participate in the game session? Yes. Travel through at least one hex. Yes, you did, finally.
Yes, finally,
We got there.
at long last.
Discover a new adventure site? No. Defeat one or more monsters? Yes. Find a treasure worth a gold or more? Yes. Build a function? No. Activate pride? No. Dark secret? No. I don't think anybody actually risked their life. Any extraordinary actions?
Ryzen killing that wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
One shotting the necromancer.
While he was
One-shotting him.
while he
Great
was
first
monologuing.
While he was monologuing.
Allow me to explain why we have nope.
I
We don't
mean,
want any.
I mean, Risen will do our cowboy job, like shoot first and ask question later. Because we got Tristis to ask the question later.
That's right.
Get the fuck off my lawn.
So that looks like it'll be 4 XP each, and then 5 for Rising.
I might need a reminder. I think I want to start learning the fearless talent.
That's a good
Uh,
idea.
It's very handy. Very
Fearless-
handy.
Fearless and melee charge that Desi's been using. I think that
Yeah.
would suit you well too, to be able
Yeah,
to
I thought about the melee charge one too.
I'll put what Fearless does in the Discord chat.
Yep.
For each of the
Yeah, I
ranks.
was
and
giving
I'll-
it a read as we were going through that fight. I was like, oh yeah, that's actually.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
Oh yeah.
I think we're gonna
And
go in
then-
more and more things that are terrifying, so Fearless could be nice.
And I mean, as long as somebody with the talent teaches, you don't have to make the witch roll to learn it. So, like, Okatai or Desi could basically go like, okay, we're going to learn how to stand our ground today, and just have a class.
We're gonna learn not to run screaming today.
And
No,
then
I'm gonna
Desi-
try to make you run screaming, and
And then-
Okatai is gonna shove you back toward me. It'll be great fun.
What do you think I am, Caldy? I don't scream like a little girl.
And then Desi can teach you how to run screaming and teach you melee charge.
But it's run towards screaming, not
Yes,
run
that-
away from screaming.
Yep, that's exactly
Completely
that.
different skill set.
First class, not running away. Second class, running away in the opposite direction.
All right. Well, everybody have a good night, and we'll see everybody next week.
Have a great night, everybody.
All right,
Night,
have a great
guys.
night, everybody. Night.
Have a good
Thanks
night.
for the game. Good night to y'all.